Hello everyone, this is Allison again. I just recorded a garden video, but I wanted to go ahead and show you some updates that we've made to the chicken coop. I'm not even sure if I gave you a tour of our chicken coop, so I'll include a tour. We have this gate back here that is open to the outside run. And it just props open. It's not very fancy. I just have it hooked onto there during the day, and that way the chickens are able to roam around as they wish, and then they can come back in and have access to their food and water and nesting boxes and things like that. So this is their outside run. My husband built this actually. It was not part of the coop when we got it. We've done lots of different things for them. Just this weekend we made a chicken swing for them. I read that they do prefer like a natural wood, so my husband just took a log and we drilled some holes in it and hung it up with some twine. It takes a little while for chickens to get used to things. They're kind of like cats in that regard, and they I haven't seen any of them swinging on it, but I think they've been checking it out, and I just have a couple stumps here for them to kind of just check it out, and in case someone gets curious. And then over here in this corner I just have a bath for them. It's just a dust bath. I put in there sand, some topsoil, some diatomaceous earth, and I tried to put some wood ash from our fire pit, but there's not a whole lot in there, so it's just a mixture of different things, and they like to sit in there and kick it around and brush it up underneath their wings and kind of give themselves a bath, and it keeps like mites and things down. So but yeah, so we also have this bucket here. They just like to climb on it. I mean, it's the silliest things. They just like to climb on it, and I actually put it there because my husband just built this weekend, and it's just a tree. It's not even a tree. It's a piece of wood that he's anchored to the top and the bottom. So he actually took the tree limbs on it are just other pieces of smaller wood that he drilled holes into, like bored some holes into it, and then he anchored it with a screw, and it's nice and secure, and they can get on it. It's anchored to this board, and then it's anchored to the ceiling, and they can hop around on that and play with it. I also just have a piece of twine hanging here, and there is just a little ball on it that I got off of Amazon, and you can put, it has actually like kind of an opening right here, and you can put like end pieces of like zucchini or squash or just lettuce or whatever in there, and it's kind of just a fun, it has a bell on it and they can peck at it, and it's just to be kind of like a boredom buster, because during the winter it gets pretty bored, and I know the rooster hops on the chickens more, and so and then I just have this thing here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with it. So it's just a shepherd's hook with 2 hanging baskets, and I originally put some hay in there, but I think I'll put some lettuces in there and maybe they'll play around with it more, but yeah, I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is yet. I also just have their food and water. I do keep some like apple cider vinegar in their water just to keep the algae down. It seems to really work, and they don't mind the taste. So yeah, so that's the outside coop. They have a little door here that they come out, and like I said, I just come out in the morning. As long as the weather is supposed to be pretty nice, I leave them open, and they just roam around in the garden and eat lots of bugs. There is a, not sure if you can really see that very well, but a vent up here that we open up in the morning and shut up at night. And then I'll just bring you around to, this is the inside door of the chicken coop. Okay, so this is just inside this chicken coop. I'm just shut the door because the chickens were going to walk in here, but I keep some bedding, and it's just a little storage area. My husband put a shelf up there, and there's a window for some light. I keep a broom and a shovel that I clean out with, and these are their feed buckets so we don't have a mouse problem. And that's where the electrical line comes up, and I just have a light switch here and a plug here, and I keep some bedding. This is their feed, which, sorry about that, but you can see I need to go to the feed store today, And this is their scratch that I mix together and make kind of just a custom mix. I use store-bought scratch, which I go to a feed store, so it's their brand. Sorry about that. Some cracked corn, mealworms, a seed mixture, oyster shell, and grit, and I just mixed that all in there. And last time I was not feeling well, so my husband did it for me, and he kind of forgot the oyster shell, so it's just up there for me to remember. I have some egg containers here for people that if they come and take care of the chickens, they're welcome to take their eggs. Just some smaller feeders and waters whenever they were little that I keep up there, and some extra diatomaceous earth. That's the food grade kind, by the way. It's not the kind that's harmful to them or will get into their eggs or anything like that. So I think it's fine and safe to give to them, and we don't inhale it or anything. And then in here, this is their actual coop area, their inside coop area. Please mind the poop. It's kind of hard to make sure that I have the poop all cleaned up because, you know, they're always pooping. So I just have, like, there's a light up here that we installed. There's also an electrical outlet there that I have their heated water attached to, which the plug's up there, but I don't have that on right now because it's warm enough now. But in the wintertime, I just had it, you know, plugged in here, and it hung from this. And there is also over there a heat lamp that in the nighttime it still gets a little chilly around here, so I will turn that on for them because my chickens are spoiled. So I will turn that on for them, and they just kind of roost right there underneath the heat lamp and enjoy the warmth. I use a mixture of pine bedding and straw for their bedding. I was using shredded paper from like my office, but it gets matted down and it doesn't compost very well. So I have a little chicken in here. She's my broody chicken, but she's not broody right now, but she will go broody. This is their water. I also put a little vinegar in that. Their feeder I have hanging, and that's their roost bars. They're just some 2x4s. This is a prefab coop, so we didn't do anything really to this with the exception of adding the electric. And my husband actually did put underneath of the bedding, there is a protectant wood over top of the plywood that was the floor because we didn't want it to rot out immediately. It's just a coated wood of some kind that he gets from his work. So, and then there are two windows in the front that I leave open for, just for air to get in. There's like a cross breeze, so it's circulation, and you know, so the smell doesn't get bad or anything, and they have some fresh air. And then I will come out here and I will show you their nesting boxes. So this little hatched door here is their nesting boxes. You can see them from the front, that's how they get to them. But I just come here and check to see if they have any eggs. And as you can see, I just put a little golf ball in each nesting box, and that way it's supposed to represent an egg in there, so they kind of, it taught them how to lay in there. Just a little trick I learned from my mom, but there are no eggs yet this morning. I did get 8 eggs yesterday, so I don't expect that I will get that many today. So anyway, yeah, so that is and as you can see here, sorry, they're going crazy in there, but as you can see here, so this was the prefab portion, and then this was the thing that we built on. So yeah, it's pretty resistant to anything. I haven't had any problems with any predators. We did have some mice in the winter time, but I guess that's just to be expected. They were going to get anything, so they would just come out here in the outside area, and I think we might try to put some stone down on the outside, but I think that they'll get in anyway if they want to. So if you have any tips on that, what to do in the wintertime for mice, that would be helpful too. So that is the tour and updates to the coop that we've made. I hope you enjoyed it, and go check out my garden tour also for this year so far. And I hope you all have a lovely spring, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.